Hey everyone, I'm Alex Nottingham, and we are continuing our journey about the power of full engagement. We talked about physical energy, we talked about emotional energy. Now we're talking about mental energy. And this is around focus and optimism. Here's a question for you. Who here is a great multitasker? It's a trick question because multitasking is a myth. Productivity studies recommend single tasking because when you are multitasking, you're really single tasking in your mind, but it seems like you're doing a lot at once, but you're starting. We want to batch our tasks and be as efficient as possible. John Wooden, the great coach, said, if you don't have time to do it right, when will you have time to do it over? So let's do it right the first time. Let's single task. We have a very distracted workplace. 50% of employees say that they are distracted by their phones at work. 98% of the workforce say they are interrupted at least 3 times or 4 times a day. You have distractions that can lead to twice as many errors. It takes 23 minutes and 15 seconds to fully recover from a distraction. That's an interesting statistic. How do we reduce distractions? First, disable all notifications that aren't vital. Change your environment, number 2. 3, put in plans to combat distractions. 4, policies and training. You have the 4 Ds of time management. This comes from Getting Things Done, the book written by David Allen. And the 4 Ds are do it, defer it or delay it, delegate it, and delete it or drop it. And I did a podcast in the past and a video on time management. Inbox zero. Here, you want to unsubscribe to what you don't read or set a filter to exclude it. Designate time to check email twice a day versus always being on email, because again, it's distracting us. And eliminate those notifications, those bings, those things that show you have to get it done. But emails, I heard before, it was really interesting. Emails are basically other people's priorities telling you what to do. So take control of your inbox. Many people are impressed when they look at my inbox because that's my inbox, one of them. A few times a day, I clear them out. I put them in folders. I do it, defer it, delete it, delegate it, the 4 Ds. And I get at the end of the day an inbox zero. It's very stressful to see all these emails I have to deal with. Out of sight, out of mind. Simplicity, less mental energy. We want to focus on simplicity. Think about Steve Jobs. He wore the same thing, that was it, black turtleneck. I'm known to wear a white V-neck all the time, except for here because I have to look halfway decent. But simplicity, I don't want to think about it. Warren Buffett, he's one of the richest men in the world, and he bought a house in like 1950, and I think his house was $200,000 at the time or so, $300,000. Now it's worth, I don't know, about $1 million, but you got a multi-billionaire in $1 million house, which these days isn't that expensive. Why? Simplicity. Why spend time on distractions? You may have heard of studies on mental rehearsal and visualization. It was interesting. The power of mental rehearsal and visualization. University of Chicago study 1996 showed this, where they had a random group of students that were selected to shoot free throws. And they did this for 30 days. Group 1 could not touch the ball, no practice. Group 2 would be shooting the ball 30 minutes per day at the gym. So 1 is control. 3 did 30 minutes a day just visualizing free throws. And what was interesting is after 30 days, they found group 1, of course, no improvement, because they weren't shooting. Group 2 had a 24% improvement by shooting free throws every day for 30 days. Group 3 had a 23% improvement, and they weren't even touching the ball. They were just visualizing. So doing these habits and visualizing and talking and reinforcing positive things or whatever you're looking to build over and over will create that result for you. And conversely, you have the one in reverse. And you can try this now. Close your eyes. If you're driving, don't do that. Keep your eyes open. Sports. Visualize yourself playing the game perfectly, whatever game you're playing. See yourself making the perfect moves. Feel the joy you feel when you play the game well. Really embody that. Do that over and over again. Physically fit. If you are looking to be more fit, feel yourself fit and strong, and powerful. Embody that even before you work out. So then you have service. Let's say you're a dentist. See yourself confidently speaking with your patients. and they are choosing to accept the treatment that you provide. All this can be mentally rehearsed and visualized. Affirmations. This was theorized by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, the idea of autosuggestion. Science backs up this self-affirming theory of affirmations. MRI evidence shows certain neural pathways increased based on affirmations. Louise Hay, who passed a few years ago, she's known as a queen of affirmations. There's this idea from Tony Robbins called incantations. So the difference that he talks about, Tony Robbins, affirmations versus incantations, affirmations are repeating statements to attract your desire. So I am wealthy, happy, peaceful. Incantations are affirmations, but we add emotion. I am wealthy. I am happy. I am peaceful. So you can see the difference. When you add emotion, they really go in to your mind more. So to make it stick, use affirmations with emotions. When you do your visualizations as well, feel it, really feel it. The closer you really feel it, the more those neural connections will happen. The plasticity of your mind will take effect. The Optimist Creed. This is a wonderful statement that was written about optimism and positivity. It's an incantation. It can boost your emotional and physical energy. And I'm going to play for you the Optimist Creed, voiced by me as a voiceover. And so again, you'll either see it if you're watching this, or you'll hear it if you're listening to it. So take a listen. The Optimist Creed. Promise yourself to be so strong that nothing can disturb your peace of mind, to talk health, happiness, and prosperity to every person you meet, to make all your friends feel there is something in them, to look at the sunny side of everything and make your optimism come true, to think only of the best, to work only for the best, and to expect only the best, to be just as enthusiastic about the success of others as you are about your own, to forget the mistakes of the past and press on to the greater achievements of the future, to wear a cheerful countenance at all times and give every living creature you meet a smile, to give so much time to the improvement of yourself that you have no time to criticize others, to be too large for worry, too noble for anger, too strong for fear, and too happy to permit the presence of trouble. So we covered physical energy, emotional energy, and mental energy. In our next and final episode, we'll wrap it up with spiritual or purpose energy. Feel free to comment in the comments about how you improve your mental energy. Share this episode with your friends on social media. Follow, subscribe, share with your friends. And until next time, go out there and be an all-star.